Okay, so there's a lot to catch you up on. Did you watch season 1 or 2? It doesn't matter. They're unlisted right now, so who cares? That's why this is here. So, season 1 was weird. Huh? Let's see from the top, shall we? So, season 1 starts with Pete, Waff, and Bomb living in a small town. It doesn't have a name, that's all you get. What do you need to know about these three? Bomb is a nice, kind of nerdy, shy guy who doesn't know what an altar is. He's also the first one to live in this town, so... Then there's Waff. Waff is a very rich asshole whose only personality traits are that he's rich and an asshole. Then finally, the titular character, Peep. Peep is... Peep. He's nice and shy, but he's also an idiot. He's rich, but doesn't flaunt it like Waff does, and he knows what an altar is. So, they all live in the same town together, and then a random house shows up one day. Who is it? You'll find out right now. Literally right now. It's Willow! Willow just moved from somewhere and gets a job at a pet shop that opened, I guess, when she got there? Did she own the pet shop? Anyways, Peep goes over and welcomes the new person to the town. He brings a cake and a smile, but when Willow opens the door, his smile turns to this weird, creepy half smile. He's surprised that the town has its first female member. He gives her the cake and an awkward conversation and runs away to Bomb's house. Peep already has a small crush on this town's newest member. On another note, there are these gems that Peep is starting to collect. I know it's Avengers, but it's totally not Avengers. Anyways, Peep has come up with a plan that he could ask Willow to join him in searching for these gems so they can spend more time together and, maybe, he can get some of that put. And when he asks Willow to join, or did she already join? Waff joins in, and now all three of them are gem hunting. So at this point, everyone in this town except for Bomb is looking for these gems. Yeah, I know, sounds like a solid plan to me. Anyway, about halfway through season 1, they have a few gems. So now's a good time to confirm all of this. Peep thinks these gems are fake. He paid somebody to put the gems around town so he could make some friends. Like a good plan. Anyways, there's this person named Devin. He confirms that the gems Peep is trying to collect are real, and he could actually kill everyone if he had the knowledge on how to use them. But Devin was only contracted for like 3 episodes, so that ended up going nowhere. But later in the season, Willow's sister, let's just call her Benny, knows Peep is lying to Willow and Waff about the gems. It's unclear if she knows if they're real or if she just knows that Peep's not telling the truth. Regardless, Benny is killed by Waff after she threatened to tell Willow everything. Also, after that, Peep asks Willow to move in with him. A bit fucked up, sure, but whatever. She says yes, and that's... whatever. Eventually, everything about these gems comes to a head, and Peep has to tell everyone that they're fake. Nobody but Waff cares in the end, and that's kind of it for Season 1. Weird, sure, but at least it's not boring like Season 2. Season 2 is more of a character development thing, so that way we know who these characters actually are. Season 2 introduces 2 new characters, Chris and Colton. They love each other, and are the only reason Season 2's plot moves ahead. Anyways, Peepy's been gone from the town for 2 years, and is now living in a small village. What? Did I forget something? Oh, there was a time jump in between seasons 1 and 2. To fill you in on what happened, Peep and Willow were dating off and on for about 2 years after season 1 ended. Then Willow got on the wrong plane and crashed. The plane crashed. The one she was on. She didn't crash. The plane did. Anyway, out of grief, Peep moved away to the previously mentioned small village for about 2 years. Eventually, Bomb finds Peep's new house and sends him an invite back to the old town. After some deliberation, Peep accepts and flies back into town. He comes back and nothing has changed, except Chris and Colton have moved into Willow's old house. Anyway, Peep decides to move back into the town for good and cleans up his old house. Oh, shoot! I forgot something not really important to Season 1, but has major plot points in Season 2. So, back in Season 1, there's this girl named Karma. She was Waff's love interest. They dated, that's about it from an on camera POV. But off camera, in between seasons, Waff and Karma were engaged. But at the last moment, Karma left Waff at the altar. Ooh, Waff is sad. Back to the present day! Peep has invited everyone in town to a small game night. That's where everyone shows up to Peep's house and, plays games. It's not that exciting. Except this time, because everyone seemingly got drunk or something and started telling secrets. Like how Bomb and Karma were having an affair, and that's the reason why Karma left Waff at the altar. You know, that altar. We all know what an altar is, right? Yeah. So, the next day, Waff is ready to kill Bomb over this newfound information, but is stopped by Peep, who's trying to keep peace in the small town. Eventually, Waff has some sort of mental breakdown and goes to Karma's empty house and gives this whole monologue about how he forgives her. He doesn't forgive Bomb, though. Wait! What's going on with the other plot? I know, there's another plot. Remember Chris and Colton? Well, they're getting married. Yeah, it comes out of nowhere, right? Wrong! They were already engaged when they moved to town. Due to outside forces, they had to do the wedding sooner than later. Anyways, the wedding goes off without a hitch and the season ends. Okay, there's more than just that. Waff receives a phone call after the ceremony. It's Willow! So that's seasons 1 and 2. They have some moments that are good, but a lot of it's bad. Enjoy season 3, or don't. I don't really care.